Yo, Cartier loops and new deposits. Dickhead, you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Growing up, we had the foulest examples, the supervisors. The work I put in ground level improves horizons. No need for views in hindsight, I use the binoculars like flies. Sometimes you gotta step back, like Luka Doncic. I was falling down, I might have set back. Abuse of conscience, nosy bitches got my name in their mouth. I'm used to tonsils, moving different still. The only chess piece on the checkerboard, legend sword. I ain't humbled by nothing except the Lord. These times are rough, gotta add the aggression forward. When niggas see a dead body and press record. Unique and shit need the lethal injection balls. How you gon' stop the blitz, be your protection soul? I'm eating good, always room for an extra call. Suckers close, tell me where I'm at, gotta be sectioned off. You're ordinary, never settle for the average life. Middle of the slums, money makes it paradise. Nothing new, you see me with it now, I had it twice. Onyx, AG, free stash, mag device. You're ordinary, never settle for the average life. Middle of the slums, money makes it paradise. Nothing new, you see me with it now, I had it twice. Onyx, AG, free stash, mag device.
Money ain't got no owners, only spenders. You ain't got bread for the crib, get a lender. You ain't got goals, my nigga, switch your agenda. I'm trying to get land to some trees that say timber. Used to hustle in Timbs, maybe them 4 night checks. Now I'm up 4 days straight for 4 nice checks. And I ain't talking verified shit. You could go and ask the hood, they can verify shit. I'm the illest MC, need I clarify shit. If you see me in the trenches, know I terrorize shit. Yeah, terrify shit. Fuck about a movie, I'm live, motherfucker, you should televise this. Go.
You're ordinary, never settle for the average life. Middle of the slums, money makes it paradise. Nothing new, you see me with it now, I had it twice. Onyx, AG, free stash, mag device. You're ordinary, never settle for the average life. Middle of the slums, money makes it paradise. Nothing new, you see me with it now, I had it twice.
Yeah, that stuff that's going on out there in Los Angeles is crazy.
Yeah.
Dude and sent I think it was over 2,000 National Guards out there. Yeah. Dude's such an asshole.
But nothing on January 6th.
Right. And just pardon, he pardoned just about as many National Guards people. Like the amount of National Guards people he sent to L.A., he pardoned about the same amount of January 6th rioters.
And do you know that the Proud Boys are suing?
Because they don't think he did enough for them or some shit. Like, dog, y'all, they should be lucky that because in no other world would that ever happen for them. Like, if anyone should have a pardon by now, it's me. Right, baby?
Right.
They're fucking sucking me dry for every second of this parole, right?
Yes, they really
I mean, they're getting all the meat off the bone.
They're sucking the bone.
They're getting every drop of. They're getting every bean of coffee out of me. Like, we're getting our money's worth. Like, damn, when I got done, when I paid off all my restitution and all that, that's when they should have started looking to just let me be done. Right then, because I only had, at that point, I had maybe around about 3 years left or something. Because that was a couple years ago already. Oops, sorry, Chewy. Let me loosen up. We're just walking Chewy. It's starting to get nice. I feel like we might be a little overdressed, but it was cool this morning.
The breeze is cool, sun is warm.
Mm-hmm. I just hope nothing super serious happens out there.
Yeah.
But if people are interested in getting some live coverage of what's going on out there, there's that AXN?
AXN, Action News.
What do they exactly do, baby?
They're stringers. And so, yesterday last night, whatever, they were, sitting in a parking lot right in that center where they had burned a car.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they, how they make their money is they sell their videos to the news.
Yeah.
So
they're basically just posted up out there. So I would think they're going to be doing that pretty much exclusively. So if y'all are interested in like probably watching some live coverage of what's going on out there in LA, probably go to that AXN Los Angeles. They have those stringers that, they pretty much drive around and they just sit there and they try to capture like, video, and then like Michelle was saying, they sell it to like the news networks and stuff. So we were watching it last night. They were literally posted up. So I'm sure they're going to be doing that today. So that's where I would go, y'all, if y'all are looking for some like straight up live coverage of that, if you don't want to just wait for the news or whatever. But yeah, that's crazy though, because like, dude, they said the governor didn't even act. He didn't even request the National Guard. Dude just sent them out there just because he's on bullshit. And then plus too, they're mad that the citizens were shutting them down. What was that, near San Diego or whatever was it? I think the ICE were trying to come through, and the residents were like, they weren't having it.
Yeah.
That happened because that was like,
they're just rounding up
and people,
groups of people without knowing if they're citizens or not. Like, you can't do that.
You can't do that shit.
Like just scooping everybody up and figuring it out later.
Later, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
It just like, and that just goes to show you how little they respect us.
Right.
Like when they won't even afford you that basic right, like that's a right you have. And that's what I was saying when we were telling people like these judges, they're not going to let this stuff that Trump and them are doing go. Like they have a job to do. Like with the Garcia finally came back.
Yeah, but now they're charging him with like human
some
trafficking.
Bullshit ass crimes. Because if he was that much of a criminal and doing all this stuff, why wasn't he in jail when you deported him?
And
he was on the street. He was just living his life, right?
Right, and that incident, whatever it was, the traffic stop was like 3 years ago.
Exactly.
So
that's my whole thing. It's just like, it's plain as day to see what they're doing, and it's just frustrating that some people would just be like. But I think in 2028 though, and I hate to say it, but like, man, like the only way, I mean, as it looks like right now, the only way the Democrats can win is if they put somebody white up there.
Yeah.
Like if they just want to straight up win. Because like personally, me, like if I had my choice, I would go for AOC right now. Or Jasmine Crockett. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like neither one of them are going to win.
Yeah.
Because like we always say, it's going to be white people that are going to decide the presidency, unfortunately, for the good or the bad.
Yep.
That's just, and it's sad that we got to. But if we truly want to win, because like that's what's so fascinating about how Barack won, and he came out of nowhere too. You know what I mean? And I know there's people like on the inside that got to like get behind you and all that stuff and shit, but like it's crazy that I was like, man, like I was like, he's not gonna win. Like, everyone's behind him and shit, but we're like, is he gonna really win? Because you've never seen it before. It's just like, oh, white president, white president, white president, white president, white president. 40. Just look at the evidence. We've only had one black president. So even still to this day, I'm like, how did he get that done? Was it just like,
and
what
like
was it?
And there were a lot of Republicans that liked him too.
That's what I'm saying. It was just fascinating. I'm like, man, like why? I guess my point of all of this is like, why can't we have somebody black or brown?
Right.
Like we shouldn't be sitting here saying that, like the elephant in the room is that it's going to have to be some white man if Democrats want to win the presidency back.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
right. Like
it's sad that we have
to say that.
Right. Because that's what's palatable in this country.
Right.
We don't want a woman. whether she's black, white, whatever. So we have issue with that, you know. And we've had black people run for president before, but they're only going to get so far.
Right.
Because you can't get up there saying as a black president, I'm going to, like if Barack would have, when he was running, if he would have been up there like, I'm going to help poor black people, I'm going to help poor Latin people, he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have got out the primaries.
Right. And I think what people
and that's sad that you can't get up there and keep it real.
I think what people across the aisle on both sides liked about him is that he was fair. He listened to people. If he didn't agree with you, he at least heard you out. Right?
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, change my mind.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's just crazy. I was just like, man, like.
And I think now it's just an us versus them
that's why
situation.
I really, truly believe that's what that Make America Great bullshit slogan means. Them white people were mad that we had a black president for 8 years.
Probably.
They were mad as hell. They didn't like that shit. Too bad. But yeah, y'all know what I'm saying though? Unfortunately, it's just like, I'm talking about winning, y'all. Like, if we're talking about like actually winning. We know what it's going to have to be. We all know that. That's just crazy, though, that we got to think that way.
I'm going to grab that package.
If we're just being straight up real honest about it. Because you're not going to get enough, especially in this world where the racism is just out there. There's no way you would get a black or brown candidate right now as a Democrat and they will win. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get in. But we'll see.
Oh, that felt good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Peace and blessings. It's Sunday. Sunday, y'all. June 8th, y'all. Yep. NBA Finals Game 2 is today. What a good win for Indiana Pacers Thursday night. Tyrese Halliburton stepping up. This game might look awkward, but he's out here winning. Yeah, shout out Collectivo Coffee, though. That might hurt me grinding it up. Excuse the morning voice. I've been up a whole 10 minutes. Yeah. So, about to get myself together here. And then have me some coffee. Got a couple errands to run. And then let the dog out. And then I'm chilling for the rest of the day. Enjoy the music, the clips, and the content, y'all. Let's get to this episode. We hope you're enjoying the weekend.
You see that giving women until it's go time. Bitches love to twist up their hands. I love to throw mine. Body back in the bitch, back to the base. Flatline is feline with a slap to the face. Siding with the psycho, sick jack in the place. It's that 5250, bitch, I'm catching the case. Yeah, bitch, I'm catching the case. Bitch, 5250, 14-day involuntary hold, bitch.
I try my best to avoid it. But once it's traded, you can't trade it. And once it gets mandated, we can't break it. Just hope he has patience, no feet dragging. That first bucket and the runners out the police wagon. She's asking where I've been, tell him I ain't around. But I'm still locked in the strip if I ain't tying it down. I gracefully let him have it. I didn't bow, cause they'll say it's me when it happens. I get it now, heard it loud and clear. Give him some drive, he'll learn how to steer. But that 5-hour course could take 1,000 years.
Where we at, baby? Sendix Food Market. The one out in Mequon. Yeah, out here for Sendix. Figure we'd adventure out here. Get our little items. Are we taking a lake drive back home?
Yeah.
Nice. We took the freeway here. It is. The freeway's starting to look a little better, though.
Yeah.
43. All right, y'all. Oh, let me grab my wallet.
I got it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, y'all. We'll be recording and pausing and all that stuff, so y'all know how that goes. Check out the music they got going on in the background. It's always interesting because it's an employee that probably doesn't play this, right? And then they usually probably put on like kind of what they like. They got a nice little deli bar. See, we would have went to the one on Downer, you know, closer to our house, but they got rats and mice in there and stuff. Even if they did clean it up, still the thought of it would never go away. Right?
Yeah. The pasta salad. The pasta salad.
Ooh, I do like egg salad.
Should we get egg salad?
Is that the last one they got, though?
Yes.
What's the date, baby?
Package the 7th, best by the 12th.
Okay. Yeah. Sendix pork tamales. They got chicken marsala, meatballs and marinara. What's this one?
Mac and cheese, sloppy joes.
I don't know if I would get a baked potato, a twice baked potato. Let's see what else they got. These are basically like TV dinners and shit. Sendix is selling TV dinners, basically.
Yeah.
Ooh. Bread, let's see. I really am really into that challah bread or whatever that stuff's called. I might get some Kaiser rolls. These are good for sandwiches. No, these are good. See, these are gonna be bad by the 8th. Oh, here they are.
The ciabatta.
Ciabattas. When are they good till? The 14th. Oh, there's only 4 of them in there, though. That's not. I need like a big. You know what I mean? Like a bag of them. 4 ain't enough. That's my favorite bread right now. I want to have that on French toast.
Can you eat a loaf of bread by the 8th?
Can what?
Can we eat a loaf of bread by the 9th?
In 2 days? No. That's a day, really, because today's almost over already. What's that kind of baby?
Italian.
Okay, we got some Italian bread is good to the 12th. I think that'll work. Oh, shucky. Cranberry walnut. Citrus cranberry kernel. Sugar cookies. Oatmeal raisin cookies. Who are those?
Oh, the salted caramel ones.
Salted caramel.
I've had that before.
What are you trying to get some? Who are those? Brownie cookies. Ooh, you should get them. Damn, they want $6 for those? How many in? How many in there? 2, 4, 6. What do you think?
Or find something sweet.
Huh? Those are jelly donuts? Mini donuts? They're good too, huh?
Oh, they have cinnamon.
Mini cinnamon rolls? You get something sweet? Which one do you want? We're deciding on muffins. They got what's that? Organic uncured beef hot dogs. Were you feeling lunch meat or something like that? Because Adam's got it. Okay. But then we gotta do something else to eat the bread up unless you're gonna just make like toast and stuff. Which I have no problem doing. I love toast. I could eat toast every day probably, for the most part. With grape jelly. Oh, speaking of that, we need some grape jelly. Some grape jelly.
I want to get a pizza.
Yeah, what kind you want to get, baby?
Not that weird kind I got, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're at Syndic's, y'all, out here in Mequon. Yeah. Impressed so far. I haven't been out here a long-ass time, that's why. Cheesy buffalo loaded breadsticks. Those don't look that good. I mean, it sounds good, but... What kind is that one, baby?
Sausage and pepperoni.
Syndic sausage pepperoni pizza. Damn, they got like two sides of pizzas. Palermo's stepped their game up. I didn't used to like Palermo's. Ooh, those are probably decent. Everyone's got pizza out now. The Chicago's home run pizza is very good. What's this? Surfer Boy pizza. $6. What's the crust made out of? Saltine crackers? We did that in the prison, though. The homemade pizza in prison used saltine crackers as the dough.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is good.
Oh, what are these, baby? Look at these. Those look good. How big are these? These Rayburn's crafted sandwiches, Philly cheesesteak, microwave. There's 2 of them up in here.
This is what I got.
You want to try these? These might be nasty. You want to try it?
Sure. This is where I got the
Oh, the spring rolls, the funky fresh spring rolls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, they got Applejack glazed donut holes out now.
How would you call 1323?
Cheese-It pizza?
And what do you 1323 for
That sounds disgusting.
Everyone has a pizza brand, y'all. They got Cheese-It has pizza out. Funky fresh spring rolls. Yeah. That's a local guy. Yeah. Chewy aisle, pet supplies. Ooh. I don't like these. What are these made out of? I mean, this is basically the same stuff as those treats. What's the name of this kind of material? These like bully sticks, whatever they are. I don't know the name of the material this stuff is, but I don't think he really likes it. Should get caught in his throat. Yeah. Getting some shreds for Marley. Oh, here's some more bones and stuff, though. Maybe from Chewy. What are these? What? Dogs chew on this stuff?
Yeah.
Coffee wood chews. Happy dog, happy life. These are some company called Jim and Benny's. They're natural dog chews. Coffee wood chew for small-sized dogs. Should we try one of these for him?
Yeah.
Should we get a...
I was just going to say, should we get like a, like these thicker ones.
How long do these last? Because I mean, I would imagine these last a while.
Yeah. Well, that'll probably last forever.
That's what I mean. So should we get that for $10? You pick one, baby. Yeah, y'all. There's these. They're coffee wood chews or something. I've never seen that before. Huh.
I'm not getting any of those.
No treats?
Oh, yeah, we do need
to get actual treats. Michelle would be picking his treats out usually unless I'm at the store by myself. These probably maybe not are good for his stomach. It might be worth spending a couple extra dollars on something better. I'm saying, baby.
Backyard barbecue.
Backyard barbecue, all natural.
So this is carrot, honey, and vanilla, peanut butter and blueberry, or pork, pineapple, and honey.
They got this. Oh, okay, yeah. What are these?
Sticks.
Superfood sticks, sweet potato and quinoa. Ooh, y'all like that word? Pumpkin chewies. They're like made, shaped like Reese cups. Which one are you thinking, baby?
These.
The pork, pineapple, and honey recipe with chia. The backyard barbecue. Epstein pet. Okay. They got the music up loud. That sounds Dave Matthews.
Yeah. Okay, what else do we... jelly.
Yeah, those things are called bully sticks or whatever those.
I hate going to a store that you don't know their aisles.
Exactly. And then you'll be in a store with people that are familiar with the store, and they start getting irritated with you.
Do you want fancy grape?
Let's see. I'm cool with just the regular grape jellies. Smuckers or Welch's. Probably go with the Welch's. Yeah, the squeezable. It's easier for like messes and stuff.
And I like the taste of like regular syrup. I don't like the bougie syrup. I don't know, maybe because I'm used to eating like regular syrup my whole life. But the stuff that's supposed to be better doesn't taste good to me.
Yeah.
Flaxseed crackers. They got all kinds of stuff out now. I couldn't believe it when I saw that Cheez-It. Y'all know the cracker they got pizza out now. It definitely was like, that's a one-person pizza, too.
Yeah.
Don't we got okay. We do have to get Chewy a bigger collar.
Oh, yeah,
harness.
That I ordered.
Yeah. He's outgrowing that one. What's your favorite candy? Mine is, it's got to be Reese's Cup. Can't go wrong with it. You know what I do miss too? The cinnamon and spice. They got cinnamon and this is the only place that got cinnamon and spice oatmeal by itself. It's always in a variety pack. Score. Cheap too, $3.99. Yep. So they make it. So it's just certain stores that.
Yeah, that don't make it.
That's the best brand. That and maple and brown sugar. I feel like we're at the club. The music. See, that's what I mean. Like these like bottled maple syrups. Those don't taste good to me, and I know those are supposed to be better. And they probably are, but they don't taste better. Honey, which we don't ever use. Honey is good in certain meals, too. Swedish pancake mix.
Let's see if they have orzo.
Who?
Pasta.
Orzo? Yeah, pasta right here, right? Wait, something's coming. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. Ketchup, yeah, good one. I was just about to say we need ketchup. Mm-hmm. That again, babe? What?
I said that old couple would be like, we passed a black guy at the store. He seems so nice.
He said, excuse me and everything. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how they think sometimes. Yeah, we definitely need mustard. Because I made the little sausage sandwich and stuff yesterday, and I was like, oh, mustard, no, we don't have any. And then I forgot to get it. So, yeah, I don't like the Grey Poupon and stuff, y'all. I just like the regular yellow mustard. Here, let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you don't really eat mustard, so.
Yeah, we'll just do a little one.
Here we go. I'm going to just get the small French.
Oh.
The Frenchies, yep. Yeah, y'all, ketchup don't go on no hot dog, no bratwurst, cold, none of that. Just mustard. And in mayonnaise, Michelle and I like Miracle Whip.
No, Michelle likes almonds.
Oh, I thought you said that you liked it, Miracle Whip, but your parents never used to buy it.
No, they wouldn't buy Hellmann's.
They wouldn't buy Hellmann's? Oh, I had that backwards.
Yeah. No, and Miracle Whip's only good on cold hot dogs or... Hold on.
Ooh, y'all heard that? That's why I love Michelle. She's different. Michelle is one of a kind. I love it.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that I had wrong about you. Because I feel like we would do good on a game show about knowing what each other likes and stuff.
I feel for the most part
we would only end up getting a couple questions wrong, I feel. That's good over in this section. We're over in the deli section now, y'all. The fruit's going to be starting to be good now because the weather's getting nicer, so you can expect the fruit to be better.
That's a white thing. It's a cold veggie pizza. Right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. What are these? Mama Mia's garlic bread. Oh, no. Sorry, baby. Ooh. The garlic. I'm telling y'all, Sendix. Oh, yeah. The original, the pita chips, y'all, at Sendix.
But no, take your thing, Steven.
Just get the regular ones, though.
Yeah.
Because the garlic ones, they're going to stay in your mouth for about 5 days. I don't care what you do. That's just going to be ingrained.
Come here and have wine?
What? Yeah, that little deli section is nice. Tillamook. Oh, that's the ice cream company too, right?
Yeah.
They make all kinds of stuff. Okay. How's our cheese game?
I just want cheese for like a grilled cheese.
Oh, for grilled cheeses?
Yeah, the bread.
What kind, baby?
I just want American.
American cheese. For like grilled cheese sandwiches and stuff. Red Vines, 2 for $6. Red Vines is good for the licorice. I like that kind of licorice flavor better than like the Twizzler taste. Supposedly licorice is good for your stomach too. I don't know how true that is. What are those, baby?
Brioche English muffins.
I think we should try those. Oh, yeah. Brioche English muffins, y'all. We try those. Those sound good. There's no way those can't be good. I got butter the other day, so we're good. Garlic. Butter, Michelle's favorite.
I just want to get some yogurt.
Okay.
Guys, where this blue VW never moves.
The one right here?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Come on, Chewy.
This one.
Mm-hmm. Well, it smells like beer over here, too. The booty call stalls there's some available right now. How many are available right now? It's about 3 booty call spots out here right now. They're going to be filled tonight, though, after these bars close.
Yeah, it's only 9:30.
Mm-hmm. We're about to go up here and watch, what are we about to watch, baby? Some Crime Time. I got some funky fresh spring rolls in the oven. Put the little olive oil on them. No, we're done for the night, too. Yeah. It smells like beer.
Yeah.
Beer and despair.
Yeah, it's elevator sticks, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. What y'all know about that? That's too bad they fell out.
Yeah.
Oh, no? You know what they fell out about, baby?
No.
That's fucked up. Which one was suing who?
I think the little guy.
He was mad?
What is he, Oates?
Which one was he, baby?
I think
the yellow hair one was
Hall, Daryl Hall.
And the black curly hair one was the one that was thinking he wasn't getting his money. Is it a money issue? Dude's like, man, was he tired of being robbing? He's like, man, I ain't robbing, man. Like, I need my royalties. The same old line. Oh, shit. All right, send it. We took the long route home.
Yeah, that was nice.
Mm-hmm. We were bumping Prince in the car. It's Prince's birthday. Took a tour. A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Now, we're going to go upstairs, take Chewy out, and then try to figure out what we're going to eat. We got choices. You want my body now, I want your soul. Oh, baby, don't forget about it no more. Uh-oh. I got you. Mm-hmm. What do you think we are going to eat?
So many choices.
We got choices. Mm-hmm. Good. We got pizza.
Pasta salad, egg salad, bread, cheese. Those funky fresh spring rolls.
Those funky fresh spring rolls are good as hell, y'all. Yeah, number 5.
Get back home a little late. If you wear a mask instead of costume makeup, be sure you can see clearly at all times. Wear a light-colored costume, short enough so you won't...
Old school commercials from the 80s.
Visit only the homes of people you know. Accept only wrapped or packaged candy, and have Mom or Dad look at your treats before you eat any of them. Hey, watch, there's a cat here. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Be sure to watch for traffic. Follow Garfield's safety tips and you'll enjoy Halloween. I'm going to go where it's better than fixed. It's Amco.
Like to try Total?
Oh, no. No, we've been eating shredded wheat since our little girl could hold a spoon.
Well, hope you're hungry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Great, because you'll each have to eat 12 bowls of shredded wheat to get the vitamin nutrition in just one bowl of Total.
Support the United Negro College Fund.
Well, she didn't tell me how.
She didn't. Somehow he did it. By keeping tuitions affordable at 43 predominantly black colleges, the United Negro College Fund has helped provide the quality education needed to fulfill some very important dreams.
You know what he studied to be? It's called an agronomist. You know agriculture and all? Because he says he wants to come back, help his old man.
Support the United Negro College Fund.
There's a commercial about being like illiterate or whatever back then. I'm surprised they're showing a white guy. All the stereotypes and shit.
Functionally illiterate. Unable to read a job application, a street sign, or a bedtime story to a child. There are 27 million Americans like this. 27 million.
And
We could help them, but we need your help. Call the Coalition for Literacy at this number and volunteer. The only degree you need is a degree of caring.
I think I can.
Oh, and by the way, you know, welfare was created for white people too. Why everyone's going off the stereotype that it was made for black people. That's bullshit.
Little things that most of us take for granted, like getting through a revolving door that doesn't slow down for someone who must move slowly, or going through the trouble of getting a postal money order. And how about lunch at that fancy new restaurant with a great view? You know, the one at the top of the steep stairway. Not to mention all those times that an able-bodied driver sneaks into the spot reserved for the handicapped. Crossing a busy intersection during rush hour isn't all that simple either. I'm Chad Colley, National Commander of the Disabled American Veterans, and helping our handicapped friends has been a way of life for the DAV for more than 60 years. To find out how you can help make life barrier-free for the more than 12 million handicapped Americans, write the DAV, 807 Main Avenue, Southwest, Washington, D.C., 2W.
That's fine. But just if you just stop walking from me, though, okay, right? I just want to chill with you. Right? I don't know. If I take something, they wouldn't let me take shit. Okay, but we're talking, Jewel, right? Yeah, I was gonna rob them and I didn't. Well, just hang tight, though, girl. Hold on. Listen. Hang tight for what? Well, because you're getting like way too amped up about it. You know what I mean? No, I don't know. Well, then just stop and listen. Oh, like it's as simple as that. Yes. Because I'm so amped up. Just stop. Don't act like I'm not gonna stop. Like I'm not gonna stop. Away. I was walking to your car. Stop many times. And I was walking to your car like you asked me to do. But I told you to stop many times. So just chill out. So where are you at, Jewel? I was at Julasco. What happened here? You okay? No, I'm not okay. Thanks for asking. I'm asking. What's it matter for? It has nothing to do with you. What's it matter? But it does. I don't know what happened at Jewel. I have no idea what happened at Jewel. Shit happened at Jewel. Let's talk about it. What happened with that bottle? I dropped it. All right, so nothing happened at Jewel? No. You didn't steal nothing? I didn't steal shit. Did you have a...
See how long that they're having this conversation with this white lady? She done stole some shit from Jewel Oscar or whatever, you know what I mean? And you would think the way the lady cop is talking to her, they're best friends, that was her mom or her sister or something. The way she was all caring about her so much. Arrest her ass. You arrest someone black and brown like that and treat them like shit, treat her like shit. Or don't treat nobody like shit. And all this land out here, all this shit that's going on out there in California and Los Angeles, man, stand up. You know what I mean? That's their land. All this shit that's going on, dude, like this, like it's stolen land. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that conversation and they'll just say, oh, that was a long time ago and things are different now. That's bullshit. Can you imagine how frustrating that has to be if you're somebody Latin and you live in California or Nevada or like New Mexico or Texas, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of that land is originally yours. A lot of that land was Mexico until the white man came and stole it. Do your research. Do your research. That was part of the reason the Battle of Puebla. And Cinco de Mayo and all that stuff. Go do your research. But just think how that's got to feel. That'd be the equivalent of someone just walking in your house or apartment, whatever, and telling you got to get the fuck out of there. Or we're taking this shit, you got to leave. And you're like, wait, this is mine. And they just tell you to get the hell out. This is our shit. Now we're running this. All these borders, all these fake lines and stuff like that, they're fake lines. They're just set up so white people can dominate shit, like the whiteness. And that doesn't mean that I'm attacking and talking shit about all white people, because I'm not. And y'all know that. I'm talking about the ones that are racist, and the ones that live off the stereotypes and treat people like shit, and don't want to have nothing to do with black or brown people. Like I was telling Michelle the other day, there's white people, they can literally avoid black and brown people if they choose to, unless you're someone that lives in a black neighborhood
or something like that, you know, because there are those scenarios, but for the most part, most white people don't even have to deal with black or brown people on a daily basis if they don't want to. Y'all can avoid us. You don't need us for most things. You're not in a position where you have to ask us for things, or, you know, whether, you know, for services or jobs. More times than not, it's going to be somebody white hiring, firing, giving you a mortgage loan, giving you a school loan, giving you health care, you know, all these things that you have to deal with. They don't have to deal with us for the most part. They can literally avoid black and brown people. You know what I mean? So then when we start talking about race, they act like they don't know what the hell's going on and they get offended super quick. All right, y'all. I'm about to go pull these clothes up off the dryer. Michelle's still in the bed. Yeah, we're just chilling. It's Sunday, y'all. We're just going to chill. I'm waiting for the game tonight. NBA Finals game, too. All right, y'all. So I'm going to just, finish my chores. And, where's my coffee at? Yeah, finish these little chores. And, yeah. Enjoy my day. But yeah, that's why we'll be playing those videos sometimes and stuff like that to pull over a rap video. It ain't to be making fun of people and stuff like that. You know, most of the time when we're doing stuff, whether there's a clip of like whatever, there's usually a point we're trying to make, or you know, or to get people to like think about things, or you know, or whatever. All right. So they did arrest this white girl.
I can't. Can you let me help myself in? No?
Because you keep kicking and biting us.
So I can't help myself in. So I'm not laying like this. Okay. Okay, well, when we not getting in here. Oh, you trying to hold my arms over my back. Well, that's not for you.
Get in.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
How can I get in if I'm not standing up?
Go on.
Styles P. Yeah, that's my favorite rapper. So that was like kind of surreal just to be in the studio with him, day in, day out, and just really like picking up his different techniques. Like Styles don't write nothing, you know what I'm saying? He never wrote, and that's different to be around. Like you hear a lot of rappers be like they don't write. So for somebody to be as lyrical as he is and never write, it just show you his mental focus. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Styles P. It's called Lifetime.
Niggas make money and count it, don't sleep, stay away cause the snakes are come around it. I'm in the bodega, I'm leaning up on the counter. I ain't strapped, but I'm good, them Ninas is all around us. When you in the jungle, nigga, hyenas is all around us. Ballin', they blow the whistle, niggas are out of bounds. The picture, they bat you down, niggas will try to ground you. Watch for the backstab, but niggas will try to pound you. I grew up with these niggas, but treat them like out of towners. Know it's about money the minute they come around us. Keep it moving like the light is green. I just finished with the bond, you ain't selling me pipe dreams. Niggas act cold, but they melt like they ice cream. The minute police come, rich niggas get killed, and it's usually a cheap gun. Yeah, he looking for a wake, so put him to sleep, son. Street money, back check, coming up the pipeline. You ain't met a nigga like me in your lifetime. Always on the grind, daytime or the nighttime. You ain't met a nigga like me in your lifetime. Shit get dark, but niggas know that my light shine. You ain't met a nigga like me in your lifetime. A lot of rappers rhyme, but none are quite like mine. You ain't met a nigga like me in your lifetime. Show these niggas my discipline. Pop him with the 9, he breathing like he was hiccuping. Hit him with the whip, got blood up on the Michelle's. This the murder show, I'm the nigga doing the ticketing. The performance is riveting. Gun is enormous, little niggas are shivering. You ready for this pain I'm delivering? Why I want your face under the bottom of a Timberland? Bullet hole.
Just one package before. Okay, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. I can't give you both cigarettes for $5, but okay. I mean,
I really can, but I can look out for you. I mean, you can't. All right, bro. All right. Y'all five on me? Or with the arm.
They out here early in the morning, 7-Eleven run, dude was in there. When I walked in, he asked me if I had any tobacco. I was like, nah. And then he was in there asking the clerk for something. I don't know exactly what he was asking him for. But, yeah, 7-Eleven, little cigarettes. Now I'm heading home. I'm going to wash some clothes. And, yeah, I hope everyone's weekend went well. You know what's crazy to me, though? Like, if you're a sports person, you know what I mean? Like, you watch the NBA, if you're paying attention to the NBA Finals. I think it's weird that, okay, so, like, Game 1 was Thursday, right? It was last Thursday. And then you're trying to tell me Game 2 ain't until Sunday, which is today? Why is there a 3-day break in between Game 1 and Game 2 when you're already in the city that you're playing the next game in, right? Because the first 2 games are in OKC. So they played in OKC last Thursday, or this past Thursday. So then Game 2 is going to be in OKC as well. So you're already in that city. I don't think Indiana traveled back home. So if they're already in OKC, why are you guys not playing again until Sunday? Game 2 should have been played yesterday. You know? But they're so worried, like, with sports, that's one thing that bothers me, is, like, they spend so much time and get wrapped up so much in, like, TV and, like, the perfect time to put the games on, because this is when people are probably sitting at home watching all that shit. That's BS, man. People are going to pay attention to the games, especially to the finals. With all the ways people can watch games and all, everyone's got their phone in their hand. You can stream stuff and connect stuff to your phone, and all that shit like that, Chromecast or whatever. Like, so, because, like, even like tonight, like, why is the game not starting until 7 o'clock on a Sunday? People are going to people work tomorrow morning, So, like, why, if anything, the game today should start at maybe, like, 5 o'clock, And I'm saying 5 o'clock Central Time, that would be whatever, whatever other time, It would be no later than, 7 or whatever, that the game would start for everybody, I guess, or whatever, if I'm figuring it out right. But either way, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Game 2 should have been yesterday. It's not like people had to travel. Like, that would make more sense, like, after Game 2, going into Game 3, because there's going to be some travel involved. You're going to have to travel back to Indiana, blah, blah, you know what I mean? So that would make a little more sense. But for Game 2 to be played basically 3 days later after Game 1, and you're already in the city that you're playing your next game in, that doesn't make any sense to me that the game isn't until Sunday. Yeah, Game 2 should have been yesterday. What y'all think about that? Yeah, they got to figure the schedule better. You know what I mean? Because they're looking at it like, oh, we'll have it Sunday. Everyone will be at home. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But, like, in reality, like, people are watching the games and stuff, like, no matter where they're at. Like I said, you'd be on your phone watching the game from wherever. You know what I mean? So it's not people's asses don't have to be glued in the seat at home anymore for, like, so I wish they would just be better at that. And then that's the other thing, too.
teams are already, haven't played for damn near a week. Since they both finished their, the Western and East Conference finals and shit like that. But yeah, I think that's too long of a break, y'all. So that's my little rant for the morning or whatever. Gonna, keep it kind of light on this Sunday. I love seeing Donald Trump and Elon Musk be at each other's throats. But that's what you get, when you get two people like that, people that, think they're the smartest person in the room and their shit don't stink and everything's supposed to be their way, you know what I mean? Like when those two type of personalities are gonna clash after a while. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people are, calling that shit ain't gonna last. You can't have two elephants in the room and expect stuff not to get broken. You know what I mean? Alright, y'all. So I'm back. Just had to grab a few things. I'm gonna get my morning started. So enjoy the music, the clips, and the content, y'all. Alright. Just making sure I grab everything from the car. There's nothing worse than going to get stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? And come back and, left everything in the car. Alright, y'all. I'll just start my morning. Got some clothes to wash. I gotta stop down on 1 and get changed, get some quarters. And then I'm gonna come back up, pour me a cup of coffee, and then take Chewy outside and then get these clothes and wash.
My whole family's here. We really can't write it any better.
Donald Trump has pardoned significantly more white individuals than black individuals during his presidency. So a ProPublica study of presidential pardons over a decade found that white applicants were nearly 4 times more likely to receive a pardon than people of color, with black applicants having the lowest pardon rate. Specifically in George W. Bush's presidency from 2001 to 2008, of approximately 176 pardons, nearly all were granted to white petitioners, with only 7 to black individuals. Trump's pardons. During his first term from 2017 to 2021, Trump issued 143 pardons and 94 computations. Although he pardoned some black public figures like Jack Johnson, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and Alice Marie Johnson, the overall number of pardons skew heavily white, often favoring political allies or high-profile figures. Just wanted to put that out there. He was letting a lot of white people out. So what are presidential pardons and who are the 1,600 people Trump has pardoned? People, we know what pardons are and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I'll read just a little bit of this. It says, and this is from the BBC, y'all. So U.S. President Donald Trump has issued full, complete, and unconditional pardons of computations to almost 1,600 people convicted or charged in connection with the 2021 U.S. Capitol riots. Trump also signed an order directing the Department of Justice to drop all pending cases against suspects accused of involvement in the riot. Because a lot of people don't talk about that. Like, they just talk about the people that he pardoned. They don't talk about all the shit, the cases that he got dropped for people that were still waiting to go to court for their stuff. So just think about all those people that just got away with it. And then a lot of them people were, some of them got out and committed new crimes and shit. I think there was one lady that got out and drunk drove and kill somebody. That's crazy. So who has Trump pardoned? There had been some doubt about whether Trump will release all of the Capitol rioters. Vice President J.D. Vance has suggested some of those involved in violence might not get clemency. But Trump pardoned almost all of nearly 1,600 rioters who had been convicted or arrested so far, including those who violently assaulted police officers, smashed windows, or tore through congressional offices. This included former Proud Boys leader Henry Enrique Tarrio, who was jailed for 22 years for seditious conspiracy over the riot. 14 other ringleaders, other members of the Proud Boys, and other right-wing group called Oath Keepers, who received the longest sentences, have had their sentences commuted. This means their records will not be expunged, but they will be freed. Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes had his 18-year sentence commuted. The presidential proclamation pardoning the 1,600 said that it ends a grave constitutional injustice that has been perpetuated among the American people over the last 4 years. Blah, blah, blah. Pamela Hemphill, who pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 60 days in prison for her part in the riots, told the BBC that she rejected Trump's pardon. Quote, accepting a pardon would only assault the Capitol Police officers' rule of law and, of course, our nation, she said. Quote, I pleaded guilty because I was guilty and accepted a pardon also will serve to contribute to the gaslighting and false narrative. In 2015, this says separately, Trump posted on his social truth platform that he had called Albright's mother to tell her he had pardoned her son. Silk Road, which was shut down in 2013 after Albright was arrested, sold hacking equipment and stolen passports as well as drugs. In 2015, he was found guilty of charges including conspiracy to commit drug trafficking, money laundering, and computer hacking and was sentenced to life in prison. But his cause was later championed by libertarians who said the case was an example of government overreach. In his online post, Trump said the scum that worked to convict him were some of the same lunatics who were involved in the modern-day weaponization of government against me. And like I said, you know, Trump don't get no points for letting Lil Wayne and people like that out. Lil Wayne's a millionaire. He don't have nothing in common with the average black or brown individual nowadays that are going to work every day, just trying to make ends meet. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You don't get no. He ain't gonna let little Ray out that robbed the gas station 3 times. So how many pardons have other presidents issued? Barack Obama granted 1,927 acts of clemency during his 2 terms in office between 2009 and 2017, according to Pew. These included 1,715 commutations and 212 pardons. Most of those were for people who had been convicted of narcotics charges at the height of the so-called U.S. war on drugs. In 2001, Bill Clinton pardoned his younger half-brother, Roger Clinton, for a cocaine-related offense that dated back to 1985. Wow. So far, this is how presidential acts of clemencies compare. Pardons and commutations granted by U.S. presidents. So Trump, this is present for right now. He's pardoned close to 1,600 already. He ain't even a half a year into his presidency, y'all. Like Biden only did, in a 4-year term, Biden only did a little over 4,000. So dude's on track. Damn, the Bushes they didn't really give nobody pardons. Reagan and them, they were, yeah. One of the most controversial presidential pardons was granted by Gerald Ford to his predecessor Richard Nixon in 1974, covering acts that occurred during the Watergate scandal. That's pretty crazy, huh? Okay. Just checking other stuff. On, shout out, Mr. Garcia, Kilmar Abrego Garcia. I'm glad he's back and he can at least get his due process and deal with whatever, and, the courts can get all that sorted out and figured out. But, they know they're bogus. And like I've been telling y'all, like them, we were saying on some earlier episodes when all that stuff first started happening, like them judges ain't gonna budge on that stuff. You know what I mean? Like Trump and them just thought they were just gonna be able to do what they want. These judges, they're not budging. When they make rules and like orders and stuff like that, that's final. It doesn't matter who you are. Like you gotta follow them, because they gotta follow them laws. They gotta make sure people's rights ain't being violated. Even though, like I said, sometimes judges can be heavy-handed on the sentences and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, they don't play around when it comes to like making sure people have their rights. You know what I mean? So yeah, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, 29-year-old from El Salvador, mistakenly deported in March, has been returned to the U.S. to face prosecution on 2 federal criminal charges. He has been accused of participating in a trafficking conspiracy over several years to move undocumented migrants from Texas to other parts of the country. That's all alleged. He hasn't been convicted of none of that shit. That's bogus how they created. They're going to create some charges basically to give him, to bring him back here so they can charge him and then kick him out again. That's bullshit. He has been accused of participating in a trafficking conspiracy. El Salvador agreed to release Mr. Abrego Garcia after the U.S. presented it with an arrest warrant, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi said on Friday. His lawyer called the charges preposterous. Well, at least he's back. In a 2-count grand jury indictment filed in a Tennessee court last month and unsealed on Friday, Mr. Abrego Garcia was charged with 1 count conspiracy to transport aliens and a 2nd count of unlawful transportation of undocumented aliens. They're just trying to get dude on anything now. Wouldn't be surprised if them charges are totally made up. Just because they don't want to do hearing shit. And that's the thing, he wasn't even locked up when they arrested him. He was going to work and doing his thing and shit. So if he was such a bad guy, why wasn't he locked up here in the United States? They rounded dude up off the streets. If I'm correct, right? My memory serves me correct. He appeared in court for initial hearing on Friday in Nashville, Tennessee. An arraignment hearing is scheduled for the 13th of June, where U.S. Magistrate Judge Barbara Holmes will determine if there are grounds to keep him detained ahead of his trial. For now, Mr. Abrego Garcia remains in federal custody. So we'll see what happens with that, y'all. Don't mind the news. I got the news in the background. I'm watching Channel 12 News, so yeah. Damn, 4 people got shot near the Deer District. When was this, last night? Let's hear what's going on.
Food truck. Police say 3 of the victims are 22 years old and the 4th is 21 years old. Now, the good news in this scenario is that they're all expected to survive. Police have not made any arrests and are asking anyone with information to contact them. Now, this latest...
You know what's crazy? And I know a lot of, obviously, life's about choices, and it doesn't matter. It's at the end of the day, you're gonna get, the decisions you make is gonna But my point is can you imagine if there was no liquor around? Can you imagine? I would be willing to bet probably close to half the crimes I committed would never happen. if, like, you know what I mean, if no one was drinking or doing drugs or on pills or, like, any of that shit, can you just imagine? Crime would go down by at least half right away. Because it definitely plays a role. But the summer's coming, y'all. Make sure you keep yourself safe, like, you know what I mean? Because it's crazy to think, like, the summer hasn't even started yet, and people are just dying out here all over the place, in every kind of neighborhood. From suburbs to rurals to the hood to downtown. It's just, you know what I mean? Just make sure you keep yourself safe and, you know, just avoid arguments and all that, you know what I mean? If something ain't just like super really important, like just let that shit go. Because you never know what people got in their cars. You never know what someone's going through. You never know what someone's willing to throw away. You know what I mean? Like, so just keep your head down, keep your circle tight, and just, you know, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so just, you know what I mean? Just stay out of people's way. And it's okay to be bored. Sometimes people will be like, man, I'm bored. Like, I wish I had, like, it's okay to be bored sometimes. That means you're chilling. Because sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm glad I didn't go nowhere today. Like, I was like, it's safer. You know? Yeah, but there's a lot going on out there in Los Angeles. National Guard. Trump's bitch ass is sending 2,000 Trumps to Los Angeles. So, hope all the residents and stuff out there can remain safe, you know, and y'all just, you know, be careful out there, too. Out there in L.A., y'all. All right, y'all. Let's get back to this episode.
Flashbangs and tear gas from federal agents on Saturday in the heavily Latino city of Paramount as protesters hurled rocks and cement at Border Patrol vehicles. Video shows a car burning in the street. The Trump administration is reporting a surge in assaults against ICE agents and accusing Democratic leaders of inaction. The White House now sending in 2,000...
Bullshit, they're always accused. Man, get the hell out of here, Trump.
Been allowed to fester. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth warned, quote, if violence continues... All
right, that's enough of that. Los Angeles residents, just, you know what I'm saying? Just be careful, keep yourself safe, and stay inside if you need to or whatever. You know what I mean? All right, y'all.